transformations which we can do in Power Query. So these are the things we discussed, right?
Vamsi, you shared your screen or what?
No, no, this is just a recap. I didn't share my screen. So in the transformations also, like if you want to duplicate any table or reference table. So what is the difference between duplicate and reference? Anybody can explain me that? Because if you're telling everything you understood.
In duplicate, we can alter everything in duplicate table, and in reference table, whatever we have done changes in the parent table, that will reflect in reference table. From here, if we change that, it will reflect only in reference table.
Hmm. Duplicate table, if you do any changes,
Mm.
like
uh, it won't
the,
it won't change, it won't change.
Exactly.
yeah. So that means even though you change anything in the reference or duplicate, it will not affect parent table. That is first point.
Yes. And if we change in parent table, it will affect in reference table also, I guess. Yes, Vamshi?
Yes. Reference table it will affect. Is it affect duplicate table?
No, no, it won't affect.
So simply we can say like reference table is alternately dependent to the parent table.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that is main thing. One of the interview question, this one, because mostly interviews people will ask you what is the duplicate and reference, what is the difference between these two, and how it impact the parent table. Okay. Second one, like what are the different connectivity modes we have? So can anybody explain what are the types of connectivity modes and what is the difference between them? That is also one of the main interview question.
So now we have four type of connectivity modes: import mode, direct query, and live connection, and hybrid mode. So
Hmm.
import mode is it is into limited data. We have already some limited data we are connecting, and direct query mode means we are connecting with directly database or if any this. And in the live connection means suppose you already given us some one example like live the cricket match is going on. So we want live updates means that time we are connecting with live connection. And coming to this hybrid mode is nothing but it is a some we have some data sets. So we need to use as a some real time. I have a little bit confused about this hybrid mode. That's it.
No, I think you confused on the direct query also. Direct query is not only for the uh, databases. Okay.
Okay.
So in direct query, even though it's a database, up to 1 GB, we can use import mode. If the data is more than 1 GB, then direct query will not allow you to use import mode because most of them will have the license, right? Pro license. That is the reason we will be having only limited access if you're using an import mode. So in direct query, mostly if you use any database like SQL, Snowflake, or Azure, or Oracle, or anything, so if you use a direct query, it just gives the only the reflection of the data. It will not transfer to Power BI. Import mode means the data will be transferred to Power BI directly. But direct query keeps the data with source, and that is the reason we cannot do perform any ETL for direct query, and also the data view we cannot see in the direct query. Hybrid mode is
Okay.
nothing but combination of import and direct query, only the hybrid mode or dual mode.
Okay, okay. So in the real time, majority of the time, which the connectivity we are using in.
See, if your data is very less, no, you can go for a import mode only most of the time,
Okay, okay, sure.
because in import mode itself you have all the capabilities to do the ETL and all the DAX functions you can use, and also you have full control because the data is
Yeah,
within Power BI.
okay. I heard about like we have some data will be like there is some three tables like customer table, transaction table. So that time we are connecting with some different sources like cloud, AWS S3 bucket. So that time which mode it is it will affect you.
No, it's see, if you're using any database, no, while you're connecting the source and importing the table, it'll ask you want direct mode or import mode. You can select that time which is the mode you want. Or sometimes you'll get a request from the stakeholders that, or maybe in the document they mention that you have to use only import mode. In that case, you have to use import mode only. If they ask you to use direct query, you have to use direct query.
Okay, okay, got it. Maybe they are mentioned like in the dictionary. They are already given some credentials and all.
Yes, so you will get a BRD document will be there. No, in the BRD document, they'll mention you which mode you need to use, because while importing itself, it will suggest, if it will send you a pop-up which one you want, you can select accordingly.
Okay, okay, yeah.
Okay, good that at least some basic knowledge you got. So now we'll continue the transformation. So Baba, you can start recording the today's class in the other laptop. Okay, I'm sharing my screen. Okay, so like till here, everybody are with me, right? All the transformations what we performed yesterday. So we'll continue other transformations from here.
Anna, sorry for interrupting. I have a Zoom credentials for next class onwards. I can we can join. After that, we can record. Anyway, the Zoom will be it will give in a first meeting 40 minutes. If it is required, again we will schedule the another meeting and we can conclude. That is also
Why?
another.
Because it will break, in between 40 minutes afterwards. Again, we need to join back, and the recording again we have to do two recordings. It will happen.
Yeah, yeah.
This is
Correct.
better. No, Google Meet we can do more than 1 hour, 2 hours also.
Okay, no, okay.
That is the reason. I was thinking that Zoom only, but there also we can't record in Zoom because only for organization and some license required for recording.
No, no. For free users, that is the time duration is there. For every 40 minutes, we need to change the schedules.
Recording?
Recording it will done now. It will come.
Okay, then one class we'll try and see how it is. Okay.
Sure, sure. Okay.
So this class is being recorded, huh?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay, so these are the ones we have transformations, main transformations. I'm not saying that these are the only ones, but the main transformations which we can perform in today's class. The rest of the ones, what we completed yesterday is promoting headers, which is nothing but one row above, we can move the titles so that the headers will be aligned correctly. For that, we use, in Power Query, we have this option, use first row as a header. Okay, that option we'll use for promoting the headers. For replacing values, what we used to do, we select any column and right click, and whatever the values you want to replace, just select the replace values and give the value what you want to replace and what is the new value which you want to replace. This is the second transformations. And third one, changing type. Anybody tell me what is change type? Yesterday we discussed, right? Bablu?
Yeah, we can replace the
Which
value.
one?
Change type. What is in change type?
We
Yeah, we
can
replace the
this one
value.
from text to number and number to text. We can right click on any one column, and we can change the format of that column.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, so this is basically changing the data type, because most of the times what happen, if you are using any particular columns in the desktop version, in the front screen, it will not give you proper results because it's not in a correct data type. If it is in a date, it has to start from January, February, March. If you put a text, it show you ABC in order. So sorting will not work properly. So it has to be in date. So in that case, in transformations, you change from one data type to other data type as per correct, correct data type. You need to select it. So in this case, I'm changing the invoice number is in number, but why we are not changing from number to text? Because invoice number we are not using for any calculations like summing or counting and all. We will take only the amount as a values. So that is the reason we are converting invoice number as an example from number to text using this change type. Next one is refresh preview, which is nothing but if you have any updated data at the backend, you just click on refresh preview, the data will be updated as per the new data. Third one is formatting. Like whenever your data have any extra spaces or any extra characters, that is also we can just try to uh, remove the spaces, extra unused spaces and all, and we can trim the data correctly. For that, we will use this format and clean and length. Length is nothing but when you want to see the number of characters for this particular column, you can see that. So let me use that. I think that table has been deleted for me. Let me start one example again. Okay, so for example, this is my region which we see right yesterday. So I'm giving a space. Okay, I'm just giving east, and this one I'll just put south without space, and again north with one space before, and central region, and I'll give two blank columns, and I'll give one west. Okay, and for this I'll just give a code EA SO NO CE and WE. Okay, this one I can call it as some table name we can give table. So what we are using, we are manually creating a table using this enter data option. So you can create your own table, or you have something in Excel, you copy paste all the values from Excel to your enter data columns directly. You can do that. So just click on OK. So it creates a table for you and your list. See, now your table has come. So in this, see, for example, in this, the extra spaces are there. No, you want to make it correct. No, because if you use this one, it will not give you proper results if you do mapping with other main table. So that is the reason we can right click, transform this one and trim it. So that, see, all the spaces has gone and it is giving a values without space in front. So like that, if any extra characters or if any something unidentified characters are there, no, so that time also we can use transform clean. So clean is nothing but it removes all the unidentified characters or for example, it is not there in your keyboard, but still it is showing in your value. Some maybe currency which is which is not there in your values, which should be removed. That time we can use this clean option. Okay, now you want to see this length of this column. So for that we can't, I want to see the region also and length also. If you want to see directly the length, you can directly transform this. For example, you can directly transform and length. But here I'm not able to see the column name. No, I want to see both. So in that case, what I can do, I can remove the step what I created now, and I can duplicate this column into, so that I can get two columns now. So I just rename this one, the column name. I'll just give something like this, and now I can transform this to length, so that how many characters each row having, that will be showed here. Okay, and also we discussed on the removing rows, right? So for example, I have these two rows which I have a blank, no, so which I want to remove, but here it is not a blank row because some values are there. So go one step before. Now it is everything blank, right? So now I can remove this blank. So go to remove rows and remove the blank rows. So automatically it removes the blank rows and gives me all the values whichever rows are filled correctly. Then we can go for the next step, which will give the length of the characters. Or if you want to remove top rows, bottom rows, you can do that. For example, I don't want to keep only top 5, I want to keep. So then I can remove the bottom rows. I'll remove 2. Automatically keep only top 3 rows. So it remove the bottom 2 rows. Like that only you can remove the top rows or in between alternative rows or maybe duplicate rows. Everything we can remove. Or if any rows having errors also, it will remove that. So all these options we can use to remove the rows. So this step I remove because I want all the regions. Okay, then this is done. Duplicate column, you understood, right? And remove column, you know, right? For example, I don't want any particular column. We can directly remove that column. It will be removed from your data set or table. Or if you want to remove other columns, for example, you want to keep only these two, all other columns you don't want. So then select those two and right click and remove other columns, so that automatically it removes all other columns and keep only whatever you selected. That is remove and remove other columns. Remove rows we saw now. Split column also I showed you yesterday, right? So for example, you want to split this column into two based on different characters or position. So that you can do. For example, I want to split this table by how many characters? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, because product is 7 characters and this is 8th character, no? So I just select this column and go here, split column, and by position I just give 7. See, it has splitted all those 7 characters and giving me the last value only. And we have so many options in split also, where we have split by lowercase, uppercase, we have split by upper to lowercase, digit, non-digit to digit. Okay, delimiter and number of characters and positions. Okay, all these things we can split the one column into multiple columns. For example, if you go by number of characters and I want to split by 7 characters, so it has to split repeatedly. You can select no, then automatically split into two. See, now it has split into two because 7 characters into one column, and next after 7 it is split into second column. So this one also is, it's very important, because sometimes what happen, your column is not in a proper order or not having correct information. That time you can use the split column. I'll remove this tab just for your example. I'm showing this. Okay, next, rename column name, right? For example, you want to rename anything, double click on this and change it to whatever you want and rename it. So automatically it renames a particular column. Okay, so whatever you're performing, all these tips will be showing here on the right side. Okay, if you don't want, you can remove that step, what I'm doing right now. Then reorder column names. So like, for example, you want to make the invoice number next to the product, you can just reorder, automatically reorder the columns into a particular order. You can do that by dragging from one position to other position. Okay, add index column. Okay, so now we will go, these are all the things which we saw is within the existing columns and table. No, how, when you want to add a new column, that time we can go for this add columns. For example, index column is nothing but, for example, you have how many rows in this table? 29 rows. No, I want to give a serial name for each one row, one number, second row 2, third row 3, fourth row 4. So I want to give a serial number for this. Then we can go for index column. For that we need to go to this tab, add column, because in add column only we can add all the columns. Okay, in transform you can't add any columns because it just transform the existing column only. You can't add a new column. So what I will do, I'll go to the add column tab, and then you have an option called index column. No, in this you can select a drop down. It just give you want from 0, or you want from 1, or you want from custom. So then I'll select, I want from 1, right? Obviously everybody will start the serial number from 1, right? So I'll just give from 1. Okay, then automatically see each row it is giving me 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 up to 29, because 29 rows are there. Or else if you want to give from 0, no, it starts from 0. In that case, I'll just remove this, and again I'll take index column from 0, means it starts from 0. That's it. Only difference is it starts from 0 1 2 3 4 5 up to 28, because we started from 0. One more is the custom. So custom serial number means index of it is, you can only customize your serial number. For example, you start from 2, and every increment you start from, for example, 2 starts, no, second number will be 7 because we are adding 5 increment. Again, third number will be 12 because again 5 will be added. Then third number will, fourth number will be 17. So like that, every step it increments 5 number. Okay, let's see here. So 2 and 5, no, so now you can see 2, 7, 12, 17, 22, 27, because every row it adds 5 increment. Understood? A customized index also we can make. Any doubts so far?
No, sure.
No, clear.
As of now, everybody please start adding only the index column starts from 1. Okay, so that we'll have a standard serial number column. I'm adding that only. I'm keeping that step. Next one, add a custom column. Okay, so add a custom column is whenever you want to add any customized column into your table, we can do that. Okay, so for that we need to uh, maybe I want to concatenate product and the invoice number, or else maybe I want to concatenate product and the customer ID. Okay, so then what I will do, I'll just go for a customized column. Okay, so customized column will be like, as per your choice. You click on this, no, it will give you this pop-up. So then it will give you what you want to give title. I just want to give a title called key. So key is nothing but is equal to, you put a cursor here and select product ID, and means it combines, okay, and means ampersand and C and country ID. Okay, these two I'm concatenating and just clicking OK. So automatically you can see my customized column has come, which is nothing but concatenating product and the country ID.
Vamsi, repeat again this one.
See, customized column is nothing but you can customize whatever you want. So I'm showing one example. I want to combine both product and CNID. So that I want in a new column. So that's why what I did, I just double click on this one. I just added these two. Okay. For example, you want a hyphen between these two. So what you will do, this and no, just put double quotation, hyphen, double quotation, and put again one more ampersand. Okay. Now you just see. See, now I got the hyphen between the product and the country code. Okay, or else maybe, for example, this is a text customized text column. No, you want to take a something like a mathematical calculations will do. Okay, so for example, I'll take one more custom column where I want to take the tax amount. Okay, tax amount maybe, see, depends on country, the tax will be calculated. No, for India, I think GST is around 6%, I think, right? Maybe US have 5%, Canada have 3%. So for example, we take a 3% for tax. Okay, whatever is the invoice amount into star 0.3 means 3%, right? Okay, now you see. So this is my tax amount. So now see, 100 is 3%, how much? 30. 500, 3%, 150. Oh, I think it has come 30%. Okay. So I have to put 0.03. Sorry, 0.3 is a 30%. So 0.03 is a 3%. Okay. I'll just double click and changing that. Now it's correct. 3% means 100, 3% is 3. 500, 3% is 15. 300, 3% is 9. So I got my tax amount now. Okay. But I want to see the total invoice amount, nothing but amount. What is the amount plus tax is the total sales amount. No, for that again I will add a new customized column and I'll put total sales amount. Okay, I can say so amount as a title, sales amount. Then I'll give amount plus tax amount. So this is my total sales amount. Now you can see 100 plus 3, 103. 500 plus 15, 515. Like that, it is adding it. So like that, you can only customize your columns and create your columns within your existing columns only. You add a formula. So either you can add a text-based formula or maybe you can add mathematical formulas also. You can do it. Any questions in this customized column?
No, sure.
I'm just telling you all these things, but after completing all the add columns, I want you guys to add everything. Okay, so be ready for that. Okay, so one more thing, why we want to show tax amount against sales amount? Why can't we show everything into one column? Can we do that? So because I don't want to show this tax amount, I want to show that formula also within this only. Okay, so what I'll do for that, I'll remove these two. Okay, so now I'll create a new customized column, which is nothing but the sales amount. So first, what is the formula for the tax? Anybody tell
Amount
me? Amount
into
zero
0.03.
0.03, right? So this is my tax amount, right? Just put it in a bracket.
Hmm.
Now add the
Plus amount.
amount. So without having one extra column, we are directly getting the total amount with tax now. You can see now we no need of extra one more extra column now, because we know that this is the sales amount, adding the 0.03 as a tax amount. Okay, now you tell me how to calculate the tax percentage based on this amount and this amount. I can take a custom column. Tell me the tax percentage now. Tax percentage.
Total sales. Sales amount minus 3%. No.
Sales amount minus amount, right? So how we
Minus amount.
calculate the tax percentage? This minus this will be the and divided by amount,
amount.
right? Okay. This is my sales percentage. Okay. So 0.03, but this is not in a percentage formula. How to change this type? Anybody tell me? I want to change this into percentage.
Right click,
Uh,
transform.
not transform, change type.
No, change type, percentage. It will be here. Percentage.
Yeah. See now, I got my percentage 3%, which is a tax percentage. So like that, you can customize your columns as per your requirement, because these are all the things they will ask you to do it. So in that case, you can do either in Power Query or you can do in the tax. These are all the requirements you will be getting from the stakeholders. I want this percentage. How you for example, you have only these two, no? So they'll ask you, what is the tax percentage? I don't understand it is correct. In that case, you can calculate your tax percentage, give it to them. Yeah, see, this is the formula. This is the way we are getting 3% in the dashboard. You can show them. Okay, this is custom column. Next, conditional column. Okay, so conditional column is nothing but till now you customized your column. No, means like you are adding a new column and giving your customized formulas, or maybe customized text values like concatenating and all. But conditional column is nothing but you need to give a condition to that. See, if logic, anybody knows, if this A, then true, or else false, right? So some kind of a logical condition we need to give, then only the conditional column will be created. For that, we have a column called conditional column. So just click on this. Okay. So for this, we can give a condition. Okay. So I can say that product description. Okay. So maybe we can take a product description. Okay. So product ID. So it will ask you which column you want to give a condition. So we can select for product ID, I want to give a condition. And also is ask you equals. Okay. So maybe like product ID equals to, okay, we'll keep equals to is equal to product 1, then it is a mobile device. Okay. Okay, mobile device. Next one, again, you can add multiple conditions. If product ID equals to product 2 means it is laptop. Okay, next, product ID equals to product 3 means monitor. Next, how many products we have? 5, right? Or 6? Product 4 is nothing but 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So maybe product ID 4 is equal to, then we can say
5 products, Vamshi, 5 products.
okay, TV. 5 products only, yeah. Okay. then I'll delete this one. So whatever these products, other than these products, if something is there, that we can just take something like other product, like else condition. This is else condition. So if all the product conditions are satisfied, then by default it will give the else condition. Just click OK. See, now I got everything based on this. If product 1 means it will show you mobile device. If product 2 means it will show you laptop. Product 3 means it will show you monitor. So you can only give your condition accordingly. So this is a text based condition. How come we give a mathematical condition, like any kind of addition, subtraction, multiplication? So we'll see that also one example. Okay, so again I'll click on a conditional column. So here we will take maybe we can say category. You can say sales category. Okay, so for example, sales amount is less than 200, then it is low category. Okay, next one. If again sales amount is less than 500, then it is medium category. So you can select your operator here itself. Okay, here only we can select, or if you want we can delete also if you don't want anything, or if you want to keep the condition up.
This one, this condition less than 500. So below 200 also comes under less than 500 only, no? So that time it will not take low
See,
category.
you know if logic, anybody know, tell me how if logic works? If first condition is satisfied, then only it will go for second condition.
Yes, sir. It will, if it is true, it will satisfy. If it is false,
Yeah,
it will go to the next condition.
third condition. So for example, 200 is satisfied. No, this 500 will not touch those satisfied ones. It will go for the rest of the lines only.
Okay, understood.
So from 201 till 500 only, this medium category it will show. So other than this 500, if anything is there, I'm giving a high category. Okay, let's see now. I'll just click on OK. So now you can see I got my category. You can see, right? It is 100, means it is less than 200, right? Sales amount. So low category. And you can see 515. This is more than 500, means else condition. That's why high category. See, this is 309, which is between 200 and the 500, right? Less than 500 and more than 200. That's why medium category. So these are all things very important, because our complete Power BI analysis works on logical analysis only. So if you're not able to understand, please raise your questions. These are all very important.
Bamsi, please show the sales amount again. How you prepare sales amount?
Yeah, Anna, can you show me this sales
formula?
again? Yes, yes.
So this is the formula. I think we have taken, go on, double click on this and see the sales amount. This is nothing but we are taking what is the tax amount and adding the amount again. See, we are dividing into two portions. This portion, tell me what is this portion?
Amount into multiply by 3% plus amount.
Yeah, that is what? Tax amount, right? See, this is tax amount into 3%. And again, we are adding the invoice amount. That is called the sales amount. Sales amount is nothing but the total amount, including tax.
Yes, understood.
Okay, this is a custom and conditional column, understood, and index column. Three columns I explained till now. Index, custom, and conditional. You should understand the difference. Okay, next one more I'll create one more column, then I'll give it to you for your practice. Okay, one more is by example, right? So you can see, right, add column by example. So you need to give an example to the 1 or 2 rows, then automatically system will understand, okay, this is the example I got, so I need to bring all the data based on the example. Okay. So for example, I have the key column is there. No, based on this key column, I want to create a new column. So I'll just go for column from example. So first select this key column and then click on this column from example. Oh, I have to go for the last step. Okay, I'll just go for last step and click on this column from example. Okay, so first here I'm giving product one means like here product one LCA01 to IN01. No, I don't want to give the 01 or this one. So instead of that, I'll just give prod first 4 characters of this one, then hyphen CA, 2 characters of this one, prod CA. Second one, prod, double click and it show you, okay, IN. So then enter. Once you give this, automatically it is, okay, your example, it understood now. So it is giving everything, prod US, prod FR, prod E, prod IT, because what it is doing, first 4 characters of this and 2 characters of this, it is taking and giving the values in the example column. We need to give an example 1 or 2 times, then automatically system will understand and give you the all the values in that column. Any other example you want to try, I will show you. So maybe you want to change this custom column to maybe prod hyphen CN, we can put it. Okay, we can rename also the column. Anyone wants to try any other example?
Sales category we can try.
Sales category means what you will give example?
We can give first LC, like low category, for high category HC, M category MC.
That you can use this one only, no, conditional column only, no. Why you want example? Easy things you don't use an example. Something like a tricky which you can't do in custom and conditional column. So for example, what you're telling LC, HC, MC, you can do in conditional column only. Wherever low category it is LC, wherever high category is HC. So something which is tricky, which you're not able to do in conditional column. So maybe we can select these 2 columns and try one new column example, okay? Okay, so now I selected these 2, right? So I'll just give here mobile hyphen low. Here laptop hyphen high. See. Now you can see, right, the custom column. I given mobile from first word from this and first low here before category. In this laptop I selected and high I selected. Automatically it is giving me everything. I just click on OK. It gives me the combination of mobile and it's a low category, laptop and it's a high category. Similarly, I got everything with a combination now. This you can't use in conditional column, right? Because you can't add 2 columns and create a condition.
Yes.
Okay, so this one maybe we can just rename this as product hyphen category. Okay. See, whatever the steps you're adding, it is increasing. You can see, right side, it is keep on increasing. Okay, now I'm giving you 15 minutes time. I want you to create all these columns what I created till now, or else you can use your own ideas. You don't follow me. Okay, if you want to follow your own idea and show me, that is more than enough. It's great. Don't take my examples. Try your examples and show me that I have done this. Is it correct or not? Okay, so I want one index column. Okay, one conditional column, one custom column, one column from examples. 5 columns I want. One example. Okay, over to you guys. Others understanding, others you have the file yesterday sent. Use that file only. Anybody have any issues, any clarification, are able to do it?
Okay, Vamsi, in sales amount, when I'm giving the conditional column, okay, in that time actually all coming showing me high category only because I given 200 and 300, 200 and 500.
Here
Then
you
all,
see.
you give me a minute. Mm. Mm. Entire screen. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, double click on that step. Minimize this one. Close.
Oh, yeah.
Double click on the condition column. You are giving equals. I told, right? Less than you have to give.
Okay, less than. And here?
Less than again. See, first less than it will take you. Afterwards, again, it take next less than. Yeah, then now you see. That's it.
Mm.
If you're giving equals, no, only 200 means it will show that category, right? Less than 200 and all, it will not show.
And here, not showing.
Hey, that you are adding conditional column. I told
Yeah.
you to add an example. I didn't say conditional column. This will not show correctly. That obviously you are using a conditional column, which is wrong. You have to use an example, column by example.
Example only here we had given this one.
Ah.
From all columns, no? Or selection. From
Select
selection
two
and
columns. Select these two. First you select
yeah.
what is that? This one and
Mobile device and this
sales
one.
category. Now
Sales
you
category.
click on selected columns.
Selection.
Yeah, just
This
give
one.
something, double click on the first row and give something like mobile hyphen low. What is that lower? Right, higher. Go right little bit. Right, not left.
Yeah,
Low.
low. Low.
Second one also double click. Laptop. See, it's a case sensitive. If you're giving case sensitive there, all big values, here also you have to give big values. I told right yesterday, it's like Python. Small characters means small, big means big. See, mobile device, you are giving all capital letters. No, you have to
Yes.
give capital only. Similarly, laptop also all capital letters. Double click. Hyphen, high. High is okay. Alpha, capital and small. Enter. Yeah, now it has come. No, okay. Click on OK and rename the column as product hyphen cat. Prod hyphen cat.
Odd hyphen
Cat. CAT.
creative category. Okay.
That's it. Like that only I told. Index column added.
Yeah. Index.
Index column is correct only,
one.
right?
Yeah. No, it's a change. Anything need to change maybe. Index.
Show me the index column. Right side you come. See, as soon as you open it, it'll add only on the right side.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. It's showing up to 29, right? Why you're having more lines? We already have 29 only.
I think
Come last.
maybe
Come last. Drag down. 29 only. Okay. Yeah, correct only. You have taken index column and sales amount, sales category, prod cat. Okay, you have taken one index, conditional column, custom column, example. Fine. Good.
okay.
Others completed all the 4 columns.
No, sir, we are trying.
Finish fast. We have to go for the next transformations, right?
Yes, Vamshi, done.
Everything is showing correctly. Show me once.
This is indexing.
Okay. So you have started from 0. Huh? Okay.
I have started from 0.
Hmm.
Here I have used conditional statement.
Yeah.
Conditional.
Okay.
And here I have used a column from example for merging product and devices name. And then last sales amount I have used 10% tax amount. And,
So where is the example here? Column by example.
this one.
That is the conditional column, no? Not column by example, right?
No. This,
Double click on that. Double click on that. Okay. Okay. Fine, then all the 4 has added, no? Okay, good. Something new you tried. Ajay, you're completed, then we'll go. We'll continue. If you understand the concepts, no, you can do anything. So blindly
Yes,
don't
sir.
do what I'm doing it. Okay, just why we are doing, you should understand why. Then only in future also, if something other requirement comes also, you know, okay, this is we did for the other example. No, the same thing we can follow for this example also. Okay, understand
Yes,
the
yes,
back
sir.
logic.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, in the interest of time, we'll continue. Okay, just try Ajay. If you have any doubts, we'll connect again.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, next will be choose and go to columns and add month, year, age. So this is very simple. Okay, so for example, you have to select only certain columns. Okay, so then go to home and go to choose columns. Okay, you can see 2 options are there. One is go to column and choose column. For example, sometimes what happen, we have so many columns will be there, hundreds of columns will be there. So in that case, you want to find the correct column names, go to column and see, I want to see the product description, something you can type like that. Or maybe description we have added, no? Okay, so click on that, it will take you to that particular column. It will go to means that is the one. It just identify what column you want. based on the keyword, it take select you. For example, I want the key one, no? Just select the key one, it take you to that particular column. That's it. Sometimes 100 columns will be there. We can't, right click, drag, no. So this is the easy way to take you to directly to that column. Second option, under the choose columns, you have a choose columns. No, so for example, you don't want all these columns. I want only some columns are there. I don't want this prod CN. I don't want, okay, tax percentage. I don't want key. I don't want rest everything I want. Okay, then I'll just select only whatever I want. I can choose from the complete list. So automatically only those columns will be there, and whatever you have unselected, that will go off from this report. Because individually you can't go right and select remove. You can't go again. This is equal to remove only, I understand. But out of 100, 150 columns, you can't go individually and remove. So this is the easiest way to choose your columns, whatever you want from the complete list. Okay. So then I remove.
No, so after that, after applying this condition, we select this close and apply. So it will only what are the choose the columns we done here, then we can able to see in the dashboard.
Sir, exactly correct. So whatever the changes, transformations we are doing, no, once you close and apply, everything will be applied at the front end. So for example, you remove some column here and close and apply. No, that will not show now in the front end because you removed in the back end. So all those things will be applied to the data.
Yes, sir. Choose columns is clear, but can you explain that to go to column?
See, for example, I have 100 columns are there. In this, I don't want to drag right, and select the particular column. No. So in that case, I just go choose columns and go to column. I want to go for any kind of a description column. So if I search for that particular column, select that, it take you to that column. That's it. And you
Okay,
want to do
got
anything,
it.
you can do it.
Okay, now, so what is difference is choose column means suppose we have a around 80 to 90 columns. So that time we need to scroll down and everything we need to check. Instead of that, we can use this go to column and we can search.
Yes. Choose columns means you can remove some columns which you don't want from the list. But
Yes,
go
yes,
to
yes.
column is you can't remove. You can go to that column. And next step,
Search,
if you
we
want
can
to remove that, you can do that. Right click and remove that particular column.
Yes, yes, sir, understood.
Okay, next will be add month, year, age. Okay, so for example, I want to have a date is there. I don't have month name. I don't have the age. I don't have the year. I want to add everything. So how I can add it? So there are two options are there. Okay, one is transform option is there where you can use this, and add option also there where you can use this option, date option. So both are there. What is the difference between transform and add column? Anybody tell me? I explained yesterday.
We are changing basically, and add we are adding a new column.
Correct. So if you want to change existing column, then go for this transform. Okay. Or if you want to add a new column and do the changes, then we go for add column. That's it. It creates a new column using the same transformations. Transform is within the column, it will change. For example, if I use this column and select this date column and come to here and see, I want this month name, no? Name of the month. It changes the existing column, but I don't want like that. I want in a new column with a month name. So in that case, I remove this step, whatever I did, because it's wrong. So what I'll do, I'll go to this add column. Here also we have our date option is there. So come to this drop down and select the month and select the name of the month so that I have this date also there. If you come to the last, I have the month name also there. So that is the difference between transform tab and the add column. Okay, now I want to have the age. For example, this is 2024, March 20, right? From that day till today, what is the age? So select this column. Again, add column only I'm taking because I want to show in a new column. Open this drop down and select this age. So automatically I'll get 788 days because 2024 and now 2026, right? Almost two years, 2 months, right? Now we are in May 2026. So 2 years, 2 months, 788 days. Similarly, second one is 762 days. But see here, it is showing in a time format because this is a time format. I don't want time. I want to change it to number format. So how I can change it? Just right
You
click,
can right click,
change type
change
to
type.
whole number. I don't want decimals also. So I select whole number, then it will show you exactly the days in a whole number format. Okay, like that. If you want anything, you can do it. So for example, I want date from uh, start of the month. Start of the month means what is the start of that particular date. So for example, if I put this one, see March 1st, right? Because we are in March 20 here. What is the start of the month? March 1st. This is April 1st. This is May 1st. This is August 1st. This is June 1st. So that's it. It will give you all the first day of the month based on this date. Okay. Similarly, you want end of the month. So just remove this. Okay. Select this date column and come to date and month. End of the month means it show you 31st March, April 30, May 31st, August 31st, June 30. So what is the month it is, what is the year it is, for that particular month it gives you the last day of that month. Any doubts in this?
No, Vamsi.
No,
No,
it's clear.
Okay. So similarly, you have something like year also, it will be there, like, year, start of the year, end of the year, and year. If you select year, no, automatically it will give you the year only. Like if it is 2024 or 2025 or 2026 or 2027, here everything is 2024. That's why everything is showing 2024. For example, if you have something 25, 26, automatically it will show 25, 26. And also start of the year means what date it will show, tell me. If I select date, start of the year,
April.
January.
April. Yes.
It's showing date.
start of the year means what date? January 1st, no? Because for 2024, what is the start of the year?
Okay,
1st
January.
January 2024 only. If, for example, any 25s are there, it will show you 1st January 2025. If 26 dates are there, it will show 1st January 2026. That's it.
No, suppose we are dealing with some financial data, so that time how we can consider either
Then we have
Jan
to
or
use the conditional
April.
column that time.
Oh, okay, got it.
You can't use this one. This is only for January to December calendar. Okay, then
Because the financial year will be April to March. There is a closing.
yes. For that we can use the customized or conditional columns.
Vamsi, 1 minute, I'm sharing my screen.
Mhm.
Hello. Here need to change some type or what? Actually, it's not showing me the date. Sorry, year. Why?
It is showing date only, no?
No, year, start of year I had given, no? Start of year.
Start of the year, January 1st only, no?
But I need only means not date, no, only year, no. I need.
Then you select the year only. You select the start of the year.
Yeah,
Go to
from
date
here.
column.
Here,
Select
date
this.
column.
Yeah.
Date, year,
Year
start of the
and
year.
year. Hey,
See?
you should select year. You're selecting start of the year. Remove the steps. Both steps you remove. You're selecting start of the year and you're telling you want year. Again, you come.
Yeah.
Now go to date.
Date,
Year.
year.
First one. Year. First one. Year. Year.
First one. Okay, got it. Thanks, Vamsi.
Please select the correct one. Then only you'll get the correct values.
Okay.
Next one. For example, I want quarter. Quarter 1, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. No. So from this date, I want to create a quarter. So just select this date and come to date and quarter of the year. So if you select this, automatically it shows you 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? What are the quarters we have and which quarter it will show, because 1 year have only 4 quarters. No. So in this, I don't want 1, 2, 3. Instead of that, I want Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. How we can do that? So double click on this, whatever we have taken from this. And before this, You can just vote because you are adding a date of date column transformation along with the customized also. Just Q before the formula and ampersand. My error is coming. Okay, let me see. I think this is
Space no after n%. Space not required.
what is error. We'll see here. If you click on that, it will see. Okay, operator issue. Okay, understood. So what has happened? No, so for example, I want to select this and select the quarter of the year. It is in a number format, no. But whenever you're doing any text transformations, like concatenating or anything, key creation and all, it should be always text. Okay.
So first we have to convert this in text and then we have to apply the formula, right?
Exactly. Correct. So first we'll convert into text. Now we will add
Double
the
click.
quarter to this. So then we have to go for a new customized column only because this is change type. So customized here. Then I'll just mention that quarter is the formula. Then we have to give the Q ampersand. Then select this column what we have already created, this column quarter. Now it has come, see. Now this is not required. No, we can directly select and remove this because we already have a column quarter. Understood or any doubts in this one? How I created Q1, Q2, Q3?
Understood.
No, Anshan.
Okay. So this is about the periodical calculations you can do using this Power Query transformations, adding month, year, age, and quarter, everything you can do in this. Next, enter data. We saw it. Enter data is nothing but whenever you want to create any table, you can create it like using this enter data. So for example, I have something in Excel. Okay, just copy this Excel and click on enter data and just select and copy paste this and click on, if you want to give some table name, you can give like something like that and just click on OK. So automatically enter data will create a manual table for you with all the information what you copy pasted, or manually also you can enter. Okay. And when you want to edit anything, what you have to do? Anybody tell me? Yesterday I showed you how to edit this table. How to edit the enter data table which you added. Ajay, you tell me, you know, right?
I think double click on source function.
Yes, sir.
Yes, correct,
Select
exactly.
the
Good catch. So double click on this stores and just try to remove and edit whatever you want. Double click on this and remove, or maybe you want to add something, or maybe add some rows, something you want to type or something. Everything can edit and click on OK. Automatically that will be updated. Good catch, Ajay. Nice. So like that, you can edit your existing table from the enter data, and you don't want the table, we can directly right click and delete the table, so that the table also will be deleted. That is enter data. Next, extract. Extract is nothing but whenever you want to extract few characters from a particular column, we can use this extract. Okay. Here also we have two types are there: transform and add column. If you want to extract from the within the same table, it will be like a transform. If you want to do an add column, then it will be an add column, right? For example, I want to extract only 3 characters from this month name. I don't want all the 5 characters. For example, I want only Jan, J-N, Feb, F-E-B, March, M-A-R. I don't want 5 characters. I want short form. So then I select this, and within the same column I want to do. I don't want new column here, because why I want new column? I want to do in the existing column. So then I just select and extract first characters. I select, and how many characters I want? 3. How it's become short form, it's become, right?
Yes.
So like that you can do anything. If you want to do last characters. For example, I see here I want to keep only last characters, last 3 characters. Then it will keep only last 3 characters, whatever you want. Okay. And also delimiter is there, no? Like for example, I want the characters after the delimiter or before the delimiter. You know, delimiter means what is a delimiter? What is delimiter?
We can convert to other format.
Delimiter is a sign which you give like hyphen,
Yeah.
comma.
Correct. Delimiter is nothing but any character which is not a alphanumerical, like hyphen, tab, underscore. So these are all delimiters only. Okay. So for example, I want the characters after this hyphen. So then select text after delimiter. Then automatically you can select what delimiter you want. I want hyphen, right? After delimiter, whatever is there, it will give you the characters after the delimiter. Or you want before the delimiter, then remove this step and select that extract before the text before delimiter. Whatever is the delimiter is hyphen, right? Just give the hyphen, automatically it gives the characters before the delimiter.
And it is less priority or majority of the time we are using.
Yes. Okay, that is extra. This is, you can try all the other options, like, so many options are there, because I can't show everything in class, no? So you also try some other options and see, okay? And let me know in the next class if you have any issues.
Okay.
Next will be merge columns, is nothing but what we concatenated using a custom column. No, the same thing it will do with this step. For example, I want to concatenate invoice number and product ID. Okay, then I'll use this merge column. So select what are the columns you want to merge, everything, and click on merge column. So automatically it merges you. But if it asks you delimiter, like what are the delimiters you want? Comma, column, equal sign, semicolon, space, tab. So I want to concatenate these two with a space. So just select OK, then select this. So this two becomes like, one column now, because previously it was invoice and the product, no. So now product space invoice, it has come now. Or if you want to give an hyphen between them instead of space, you can select here and remove that and put a custom also you can give. We can give that hyphen and OK. So now you can see that product and invoice number has been merged into one column because we have taken in the transform. If you don't want to do in one transform, you want to do in add column, the same thing will create in a new column. Let me show you that also. I'll remove this. Okay, then these two I want to create in a new column. So I just go for add column. Here I'll search for this merge columns. Okay, then I'll select the separator. Hyphen is not here in this. I'll just custom I select and I'll give an hyphen and click on OK. Now it has created me new column because I selected under add columns and selected the merge columns. Understood? Then we'll go for the next one.
Vamshi, this one we can do it using ampersand also, no?
That is what I'm telling you. Can use with your customized column also. We can do that.
Okay.
So next one will be pivot unpivot. Okay, so this one I can show you in a different table. Okay, so we have the region table is there, no? So in this, I want to show all these rows into columns and columns into rows. So that time I can go for pivot and unpivot option. So it will be in the home only. In the transform we can see here, right? So unpivot columns. For example, I want this everything into different columns. For example, east will be one column, south will be another column, north will be another column, central will be another column, west will be another column. So select this and select this unpivoted columns. No, select only the unpivot only the selected columns. Then click on OK. And this is pivot. I think 1 second. I'll select pivot. So pivot means it will make from row to column, like east, south, north, central. So everything has converted into one different columns. Because while pivoting, it is asking me, I'll show you once again. So it is asking me once I click select this pivot option. No. So under this, what you want values? I want the values as a length. So then I selected the length and I just clicked OK. So whatever is the length, no, it just giving me that values. Okay. So this is opposite you want to do. For example, from all these columns, you want to put it in a row. I don't want into separate columns. Select all this and select this unpivot only selected columns and click on OK. So now automatically everything has come into one column. That is called unpivot.
In the Excel, we can call it as a transpose, right? Convert to rows to columns, columns to rows. Is it same, right?
Yes, same, correct. In Excel, it's a transpose, but here we can call it as pivot and unpivot. This is also important only because sometimes what happen, it is not in a proper order and also we have to do that. So that time we can use all these things. So like, for example, these two I will select and pivot column. See, like this I have. So I want to make it correct again. We'll select this again, unpivot selected columns. It will come in a proper order again. Next is group by. So group by is nothing but when you want to do a pivot in Power Query, you can use this grouping option. So for example, I want to see the total amount, sales amount by all these products, right? For example, how much is the total laptop value? How much is the monitor value? How much is the TV sales value? How much we made the sales? We want to see, right? So then we go for group by. See here you have option, right? In the transform itself, we have this option. So it won't be there in add column because it's not a column. It creates a table into new table. Okay, so just go to transform and click on group by and select I want by product description. And I want the column name, you can give like, sales. And give you want some average count, everything you can select. I want to give some because I'm adding all the value from the amount. Sorry, not amount, right? Sales amount, I think. Or sales amount. So what I'm doing for the product, I'm taking the sales as a sales amount by summing all the amount from the sales amount column. So just click on OK. It gives you the value. What is the total mobile? What is the total value? Laptop, what is the total value? Monitor, what is the total value? TV, what is the total value? Okay, so for this, see, now you want to get all the columns, you can't get it, right? So in this case, what we have to do, we cannot go for this step. Instead of that, you can do in the reference step. Okay, so I'll remove this step and I'll take a reference of this table so that the previous steps will remain same. And I'll rename this table name. Okay, sales by product. I'll just give something like this. Okay, then here I can do a group by. Just group by my sales, by product description. I can give some column name like sales or something. Then I'll sum these values and I can give a sales amount. Click on OK. So that you can see it's a new column which is created with this new step in the reference table. So that you have the original table also there and your reference table, which is again taken from the same column, same table as a reference. Okay. But sometimes what happen, I don't want sales amount. I want total invoice count. So anybody tell me how to do the invoice count instead of sales amount? I'll double click this. what I have to change to get the count of the invoices instead of sales amount.
Just we need to change the operations, sum instead of count.
Correct. Count rows and
Vamsi,
column, what
here,
column will select?
Vamsi, here you've taken the reference or duplicate, no?
Reference I've taken.
But if reference, if you change, remove in the base table, then it will again remove in the same, no? New reference table also.
I'm not
Suppose in
removing
sales,
anything. I'm adding new steps now.
in the reference.
Oh,
Okay,
we
okay.
can't have option to remove any previous steps for reference, no?
No, in sales, suppose I added that one, okay, that the pivot in the sales. After that, I had taken a reference, okay.
No, here I have not added that sales now.
Okay.
I removed that step and then I've taken reference because I don't want to damage this table. I want all these columns for the reference for different purpose. So that is the reason I've taken a reference, and from this reference only I'm adding this group by table.
Okay, okay.
So in this sales, I'll just put that instead of that, I'll put a invoice count as a column name. Then I'll just count of the rows and take the count of the rows. It will not give you anything, but automatically it count all the rows. No, so just click OK. So it gives you the total count, like, total we have 29 rows, right? So for mobile 6 are there, laptop 7, monitor 5, TV 5, table 6. So 10, 16 plus 6, 22 plus 29. Correct, na?
Yes, sir, correct.
Okay. But somebody asked, I want both sales and count also. In that case, how we can do?
Sales.
So in this, we can't do. So what we have to do, we have to go for advanced. Because basic is only one liner only, it will give you basic. So if you go to advanced, then we can select one more aggregation. Okay. So select by sales, sum, sales amount. Okay. I can give multiple aggregations if you go for advanced and click on OK. So now you can see I got invoice count also, sales amount also with the product description. But some people I want category also. Can you please bring the category, sales count and sales amount also? So then how we can add that? Double click on this and add another grouping. So add a grouping and select the category which we have, sales category, and click on OK. So that mobile device low category is only 1. That sales is only 103. Laptop high category 6 and it is 4,993. Okay, monitor medium category is only 1, that is 309. So you have the product also, category also, and what category, what product you have the count also, and total sales amount also you have in this new table. So this is also very important because you have to show some different tables using the reference and add your aggregations. So can you please do this step in your laptop? So take the reference of the sales table and add this sum of the date calculations, like month name, age, and quarter. In the month name also you take only 3 characters. Don't take all the 5 characters or 10 characters. And take the age also, which should be in a number format, whole number. And quarter should be like this, Q1, Q2, Q3. So after these 3 columns, then take the reference of the sales table and put a group by this particular aggregations, like product description, sales category, invoice count, and the sales amount. Get this done, no?
Vamsi, I need help.
And add one more also here. Maybe you want to add quarter also, you can add the quarter, which you created, Q1, Q2, Q3. I'll bring that also, okay? So what I'll do, I'll just double click on this and add quarter also. Yeah, now this table I want from you.
Vamsi, I'm sharing my screen.
I'm giving 10 minutes only. Please do it fast. Yeah, share your screen.
This I have taken. I'm doing a pivot. Okay, pivot column. Sales category. Okay, okay. It's showing me error. Why?
What you're doing pivot? Why you're doing pivot? Go remove the step and show me once again.
Here for product description we need to do pivot, no?
Uh,
For that only pivot column.
hmm.
Okay, here selected that one says sorry, product description, and okay, it's showing me error.
Because click on the one particular value, any error you click. Okay, what it's showing? Operator error.
Okay. Okay, I think it's in previous it's showing me error quarter one. Okay, let me check there. I think there maybe error happened.
Come last. Yeah,
Okay,
see
here.
here itself error is there.
Okay. Quarter. Yeah. It's okay now. Next one. You
See this error I showed you, in even I got error. No, first you need to convert that into text. No,
text. Okay.
cancel this. Come right. I think error has gone now. Come right.
Here is there, no?
See that quarter should be in, not should be in 1, 2, 3. It should be in text. I told, right?
Okay. Set.
Not this one, yeah. The previous column.
Previous column. Okay.
Ah.
This need to change to text.
And this step you have to put before this step. Okay, drag the step, change step 2 to before, one step before. Not like that. Cancel this. Right side you have steps, no?
Right side, yeah.
Little move, little drag up one step before, because you have to do this transformation before your correction, right? Remove the step completely. So before adding the custom column, now you create the, change the type now.
Yeah, here I need to take a reference. Okay.
Now go to previous step. Inserted quarter you go. Now you change the type to text, the quarter. Oh, insert. Yeah. Now you go to the next step. It will be fine now. Go to the next step. Come last. Yes, correct.
Done. Now we need to take a reference. Delete this one.
Now it has come. No error. No.
Okay, again. Okay.
See, if you are doing some corrections, no, you have to do the correction before the step. Then only that will be applicable. If you do the correction after that step, system will not understand, right? Because it is already an error.
Okay. Pivot.
Age.
Okay. Showing like this. See, it will become description. It's not showing pivot.
Because you given the description only in the pivot, no?
Yeah, here actually pivot
You need to select unpivot columns. Unpivot columns.
See,
unpivot. Okay. Unpivot.
No, there is an option called in the unpivot. You need to right click.
Unpivot selected columns.
Pivot.
That's why huge table, if you take, no, you'll not understand. Take any small table and try to do pivot and pivot, like product or country, for better understanding.
That I already done. See, here I already done that time. Pivot already done from my side. But in this table, I'm trying to do.
In this table, you can do it, but it will be like huge, no? So you will not understand, right? See, now it is already changed from attribute date and all.
Here group by, how we'll do it in pivot.
I showed, right, in the previous.
Yeah, here only in sales by product you have done, no?
Yes. On the transform, you have a group by, right? Click on that group by
By
on the ribbon. I can't see. Yes, click on the group by. Yes, now you select advanced.
advance. Which one?
Basic.
Advanced beside the basics option.
Okay. Yeah, advance.
Go, go above. Yeah, that's yeah, now you can add multiple groupings. Okay, so you add what are the things I told? Product description, sales category. One more. Add sales category and quarter.
Yes, category and quarter. Okay.
Quarter
Done.
one, I think that is the correct one, right? You select the corrected column name.
Hmm.
Then below you give the one is I want the invoice count, and another aggregation I want the sales amount.
Some, no?
Just rename the column name. No. First I want the invoice count only. Just put invoice IA.
Example sales.
Something you can give any title. It's a column name only.
Okay. One. Okay.
You're doing any changes? I can't see.
I already shared my screen.
But
Not
it's
showing blank. I don't know.
Yeah, for example, you can select this sum.
I'm able to see.
Able to
the
see
screen is stuck, I think. Stop sharing and do it again.
in operation.
Probably you can select this sum
You can reshare it again.
and
Column here.
sales amount. Sales amount. Yes, sales amount.
Okay, got
Yes.
it.
Select OK. You want you can add the aggregation. It is one operation is done. You want remaining this one you need to add. And just select click. Yes.
One more aggregation you add, no? Invoice count and sales amount also. Where is invoice count?
Invoice count.
Double click on that group by grouping row step. I think first one you have taken invoice. Rename the column name, no? It's confusing. Put a sales amount then in that case. Yeah. Okay, next aggregation, add aggregation, add aggregation. Put the invoice count here. Some don't want some. It's a count.
Count rows.
Count rows, only count rows. Nothing we no need to give. Yes, that's it. Okay.
Okay.
No need to count anything. Yeah, it counts the table count. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Ajay, you're done?
No, I practiced, but remaining last step only there, but I will practice later on. I already written the notes.
Okay. Okay. Then Bablu, you're done?
Yes, Vamshi.
You got the same what is there in my screen, same thing like that?
Yes, Vamshi.
Okay then.
Voice.
We have 30 minutes more. We'll finish this today, what I've left out. Okay. Group by is done. Duplicate and reference table, you understood that is completed. Convert to list and count rows. Okay. So for example, I want to convert these countries into a list. No. So for example, I want to convert this as a list. Then we can use this list option. Then automatically it converts to list. So list is nothing but which you can use it into any particular query and we can use the transformations. Okay. Just from table, it becomes a list. That's it. Okay, next will be the count rows, right? So count rows is nothing but how many rows we have in this 7. No, just click on transform and use this count rows option. Then it gives you 7 rows. Okay, for example, if you want to see the sales and click on this transform and count rows, it gives you 29 rows. Just for your information, how many rows are there, count is there. For example, your data is not matching with a source. So that time they'll ask you how much is your count in your source and in the transform data. Then we can see this option and we can see. And we can remove that after that because anyway, you know the count now. That is the count rows. Next will be the merge queries and append queries. This is very important, okay? So merge queries is nothing but whenever you have, okay, two tables are there, you want to do a VLOOKUP between those two, we will go for a merge. Like, you know, it just joins those two tables and gives the matching records. For example, I have the sales table is there and I have the country code is there, but I want the country name. What is the country code and what is the name, right? So for example, the country name is in this country table. For example, CA01 is Canada, IN01 is India, SC01 is Sweden. So I want to bring this country name to my sales table. So how we can bring using this merge queries option on the top, you can see here, right? On the home page, on the home tab, merge queries, click on this and then select country because country name is in country table. And what is the common column between these two? CNID. Select CNID, CNID. Okay, then click on OK. Okay, then something has come here like this. Then we need to do expand this right side, some double arrow is there. No? Click on that. And what are the columns you want? You can select from this particular list. I want country name only. CNID I'm already having, right? I don't want that. Yes. Only country name I want. And you want to use original column name as a prefix? No, I don't want. I just remove this. This is just, you know, if you want to keep the prefix, we can keep it, or else we can remove that. Just click on OK. Then it expands the country name. Now you can see, right? Country name has come like, you know, Canada, India, Sweden, US, France, Germany. Whatever is the matching records from this particular country ID. Because we selected country ID as a common column between those two. Like simple VLOOKUP we are doing using this merge queries. You know the concept of VLOOKUP, right?
Yes. Anu, you selected the queries in that it is showing like some joining function. So which join based on this requirement we need to select or what?
Normally we will take only left join only. Here you can see, right? Left join.
Okay. Left or left outer both are same. Okay.
Yes. So mostly the left joins, right joins and all we'll see in SQL class. That time I'll explain you. Now you think it's only like a VLOOKUP, okay? Similarly, product is there and this product name we want to bring to the same table using this product ID. So then you tell me how to bring this on. I want to bring this product to product tables in the sales table. So then I'll just click on, tell me, Bablu, what we can do to bring the product name.
Merge column, merge queries.
It's not much queries now.
Select
Product.
Yeah.
Select product table. And common in between this is product ID. We should select that and click OK.
Now next
right drop down and we should select product only. And
yes, now we got the product name. So here it is something like a dot and all, no? Because already country one is there. That is the reason it is showing dot one. So what we can do, just rename this and put as a country name. Okay. And for this, we can just rename this as a product name. Double click and rename it. So that we got it. So this is nothing but like a VLOOKUP where previously we have the data only till here, right? Yes. Before merging these two. So that means whenever we are merging queries, no new columns are getting extended, right?
Yes.
Okay. So now we will see the append. So we have append queries also there. You know the concept of union in SQL? Anybody?
Yes, Kanna.
Yes, Sunshil.
So if you go for a join condition in SQL, that is merge in Power Query. In SQL, it is called join condition. Left join, right join, okay, inner join, outer join. Same thing, if you go for a union condition in Power Query, it is called append. So here, no, we can merge two tables. So I can take, for example, This only I will take a duplicate of this one. I'll take it. Okay. So in this, I will keep laptop, mobile, and monitor first table, and second table I'll keep table and TV. For example, you have like these two tables are there. Okay. So first table are not having mobile app, first table not having TV and table, second table not having mobile, laptop and all. Right. I want to union these two. So how I can do? Select this table and click on
No,
merge
no,
query.
mute Divan Singh because he is in unmute. We are getting so much disturbance.
Okay. So now we are going to append these queries. No, just select this table and append another table, which is nothing but the product table 2. Then click on OK. So that you can see all the new rows has been expanded and it is exactly matching with these two. So that means it is unioning the two tables into one table. That is called append. So what is the difference between merge and append? This is also main important question. Everybody will ask you. What is the difference between merge and append? You understood the
Merge
concept? No. Yeah, tell me.
merge means we can merge the from one table to another table. We need to give the select the common column. Coming to this append query, we need to check the is it the data type also same or not? I have some confusion here in this
Column name
append
should be
query.
same. Column names. For example, I'll show you. So here, for example, I have this into text. Okay. Okay. Insert. Now you try to append. See now like this it has come. So it's even though it is different data type, but still it append. So wait also because in table 2 it is number, invoice count. Here it is a text. If you go for the previous step, still it append because it is same column name. For example, in the before step it is invoice says, okay, not invoice count. Okay, so it is this is invoices, and second table it is invoice count. Now you see the last step, it is created a new column because it is not matching, column names are not matching. So here it's become null and here we got the count, and these columns become null here because this invoice count column is not there in the first table because we renamed to into invoices.
Bamsi, if number of columns are less, then it will again append.
Yes.
Okay.
So for example, in the first table, we go to previous one and we don't have this quarter. Let's remove that. Okay. Now we will try to append. Okay. So then see now, still it appends, but for the first table, it will become null and second table, we got the quarter.
It is like a full join that we have in SQL.
Exactly. But SQL never accept if you have a different column count. But
Yeah.
Power Query will accept. But whatever is not matching once, it will give the null for that particular rows, for those rows. So I'll explain you simple explanation for the difference between merge and append. So merge is basically it follows the join condition as per SQL and it expands the columns. Append is nothing but it follows the union condition as per SQL and it expands the rows. Because previously, if you see before the append step, it is having 10 rows, right? And after the append, it's became 19 rows. Columns are same, whatever the columns are there. If it is a new column, it just creates only the null for that, right? But similarly, if you go for a join condition, if you go for the previous step, it is expanding the columns here. So that is the difference. Merge expands the columns using join condition. Append expands the rows using union condition. Simple logic.
Sir, no, this last logic, could you repeat again?
Okay.
No,
So,
no, no. In the way of voice over, the explanation.
okay, explanation, right? See, what is the difference between merge and append is merge basically follows the join condition and expands the columns. Append basically follows the union condition and it expands the rows. That's it.
Okay.
Okay, so for
Okay.
example, you have this table is there. Okay, let me remove this 2 column. Okay, delete this. Oh, this is used for this one. You can't delete. See, if this table is used for some other table, you can't delete directly this one because this is used in the first table. No, this table is using this as a merge option. Sorry, append option. No, so that is the reason. First, we need to remove this append step. Then you try to delete this. Then only it will be deleted. Now you try to append this table, okay, with the sales table. So I'll select the sales table and append here with my sales by product table. Previously we have 29 rows, right? Now we'll see. Cyclic reference was encountered during evaluation. Okay, understood. This is coming from this table only, no? Because we are taking a reference. So again, we are taking the same reference table back and we are adding it, no? That's why we are getting an error. So instead of that, we can take a duplicate and we'll see, okay? So I'll take this duplicate. Then I will use a group by advanced. I'll just keep product description, sales category, quarter, and count of invoices is fine. Then sales, I'll just put some of the sales amount. Okay, so now we'll try to append this with the main table, sales table. So just come here and come to home tab, append queries, and try to select the sales to and click on OK. See, now it is appended because this is not duplicate is work independently. So the sales table thinking that it's not his child. It is a new table because it is not following the parent. No. So that is why it is accepted. Previously, what is happening when the table is taking a reference, no, where you're trying to add it back to the main table, it is telling it is already my child. Why I want to add again? So that's why I got that error. So now you can see after the append what happened. So now see previously sales table having 19 rows, no? And this is having 29 rows. So how many rows now? It's become 48. Means 29 plus 19. And whatever the columns are there, that will be there. But other columns, it has become null here because this table not having date, product ID, all these things are not there, no? So that is the reason all those columns, whatever it is not having, it will become null. And whatever is a column is there. For example, we have the quarter, no? So quarter is there. Now see quarter has come. Age is not there. And similarly, we have the product description, sales category is there, no? In the second table, it has come. And the sales amount also it has come because previously the sales amount column is this one. But in the second table, we have given a different column name, sales. So we'll try to add the sales amount to the sales amount itself. What we can do, we just come here and double click on this, and instead of sales, I'll put sales amount. Okay, so then it will become the same column name so that it appends to the same column again. So now we'll go to the sales column, sales table. Now we see here sales amount only, it has showing the total amount. See here, it is showing under the sales amount because it is having the same column name now. And also you can see count of invoices it is showing for the second table, but it is not showing for the first table. So what it is mean? That means the second table having a new column. That is why it is showing null for the first table rows. So you clearly understood, no? The while happening, what are the things are happening?
Yes, Ram.
Okay. And one more thing, how can I know which is first table and which is second table? I want to see the bifurcation also. So how we can do? So what we can do for the sales table 2, we will add a custom column. Okay. So add custom column and we can say that it's a table name. Okay. We'll just give this as a sales 2. Okay. So that means this is coming from the second table. We added a custom column. as a table name. So we go to the first table also, and before this append step, we will add a one custom column here also, because then those two will be into one column. So again, here also we'll add a custom column, insert a new step before that, and then we'll give the same table column name we have to give. Then only it will append each other to the same column. So here we'll put that as a sales table. So now we'll just click on OK. So now we have added a custom column. Now we go to the last step. Now we can see these are all has belongs to first table. These are all belongs to second table. Now we can differentiate how many tables are there, what are the rows belongs to them. So for example, if you see only the second table, no, these are all coming from the second table, 19 rows. Okay, if you want to see the first table rows, select this first table and see all the rows. 29 rows is coming from the first table without nulls of all these things, because these are all already there in the first table. So maybe you want to keep this as a last column, drag it to the last column. So like this, we can add the customized table names, and we can see for which table it belongs to, those rows. Okay. So then a merge is done, append is done, advanced editor. Okay. So advanced editor is basically what are the steps we are performing, right? All those things we can see in a document called advanced editor. For example, sales is there, no? So you can click on this advanced editor. We can see all the steps in a document. So what are the things we have performed, everything we can see. This is called an query. So here also, if you want, you can edit here. For example, quarter, we have put a Q, right? So instead of Q, we want to put QTR. We can change here also and click on OK. So in this document also, if you see, that will be changed to QTR1, QTR2, QTR3, because in the document also we are able to change it, these steps there itself. Okay, again, you don't want to change that. So just come to that particular steps wherever you put QTR, no? So just change it back to Q again. There is that quarter. So in the document also you can edit. So each table have a separate document. So if you want the country table, see the document. Here we don't have much steps. No, only 3-4 steps are there. You can see only those steps here. And similarly, if we want to see the product table, we can see the advanced document for the product table. So each table have a separate advanced editor. You can see. Select the table, click on the advanced editor. You can see the steps for that. That is advanced editor.
No, it is important or less priority, just we need to understand.
It's very priority. For example, in this advanced editor, you have a source called Excel. No, if you want to change to CSV, we can change it here itself. Changing the source, everything. Sometimes what happens, we have SQL databases will be different. No. So instead of changing directly from the new source, we can directly change the database name here itself in the advanced editor. So that from one database, it changes to new database. See, for example, sometimes the path will be changed. Instead of downloads option, downloads folder, we want to have the OneDrive folder. You want to change the file. No, you can change the OneDrive here itself. Instead of download, I want to change the path like OneDrive. So that automatically it changes the path and it gives the results accordingly. If you change the path of the input file. Okay, so that is advanced editor. Okay, next parameters is nothing but, so whenever you add any parameters, no, it creates a parameter for that particular table, which you can use it for the filters. So for example, if you want to have a sales, no, so I want to keep only few countries. I don't want to take all the countries, or else maybe I want only one country data every time. I don't want every country. So I want to say send this report to Canada people. No, I want to change the parameter to Canada. If I want to send this report to US team, I want to keep only US parameter. So that also we can create. So for that, I have to go to manage parameters and new parameter I can create and give some like, parameter underscore country, something like a name, parameter name, and just give list of the values and give something like, Canada, India, US, France, Germany, Sweden. Okay. So just select this and click on OK. Okay, we need to select any default value. Maybe I'll select US as a default value. Okay, so that means we created a parameter. This parameter, we can use it as a filter into our main table. For example, sales table is there, no? So what I will do, I'll just come to the country column and for example, I select a US, okay? So now it is only filter for US, no? How you can change this as a parameter, like go to advanced editor. So wherever we have selected US, no, remove that manual static filter. Instead of that, use a parameter which we created, right? Para underscore country is the parameter name, no? Select that. Remove the static one, hard coding one you remove and put this parameter instead of that. So now click on OK. So already we are in US, right? That's what is showing US. For example, if you change the parameter to India and now you go to sales table. Now it is showing the data for India. So if you want to change the data only for Canada, okay, select Canada. Now come to sales table. Okay, now you can see all the data has been changed to Canada only. So like that, you can use a parameter and keep the data whatever you want. This parameter you can use in Power Query, or you can use in desktop screen, or you can use in Power BI service also. Any screen you can directly change the parameter. Automatically the data will be changed accordingly. So like that, we can use a parameter.
See,
So
from where you change the parameter?
Huh?
From where we change the parameter? Where we clicked it?
Here only manage parameters.
Okay, manage parameter.
New parameter, or you want to edit existing one, you can click on edit parameters. So for example, I want to change the existing one. We can edit this one, click on OK, and you can edit whatever you want. Sorry, manage parameters, and you can edit everything here also. Maybe you can add something like, another one, anything you can add it and you can just edit also. Type also, you maybe select text or anything, whatever you want, or date means date, you can select the type and just click on OK. So that is a parameter. So these things you please practice once I complete the session today, because now I don't have time. Please do prepare. Okay. Data source settings is nothing but where we have data source. What is the source? Whether you want to change anything or you want to remove the data source setting, we can do it. For example, if you go to sales, no, and go to this data source settings, this one, and just try to edit permissions and give changes, no, like for example, what happened if you are using SQL, no, you don't have permission to any of the sources, no, try to remove that permission, again try to authenticate it with your credentials. All those source settings we can do it in the data source settings. So we can clear also, we can edit also, we can change also. So all those things we can do. Mostly we will use for the database, not for Excel and all. Excel will not have any authentication, right? So that is why we can't see here. But normally SQL, Azure, Snowflake and all, we can do the changes.
What is the difference between the data source and global one?
Data source is nothing but what we have. No, global is nothing but it will be like what are the access you have, all the systems access you have, no, everything we can see in this. We can also select from this also. This is like, as a team you can manage this global permissions.
Okay. Majority of the time we are using this data source in current file only, I think.
Yes. So global settings is nothing but whatever you're using for all the dashboards, everything it will show here. But this data source means only for the current file it will show here. So for example, in this file, we are using only Excel. No, that's why it is showing Excel. But maybe in other dashboards, we use SQL, Snowflake, everything. No. So everything you can see here in the global permissions.
Okay, now got it.
Okay, next one will be remove steps, right? Whenever you don't want any steps, I don't want this filter step, I can remove the step. Okay, like that you can remove the existing steps which you don't want. Okay, next column quality, column distribution. So whenever you want to see, what is the total errors are there, total nulls are there, total blanks are there. So that time we can go for this view and you can select this column quality. It will show you how many errors are there, how many empties are there, how many valid are there. So empty is nothing but blanks. So for example, you can see, right, these are all blanks are there. No, that's what it's showing like this. So for example, you want to see for sales table. Now here we don't have any blanks, right? It will show 0 blanks, nulls. Sometimes Prashant got one error, no? If those errors are coming, no, then it will show error percentage also. For example, out of 10 lines, 3 rows are error. So that means it will show 30% errors are there. So that we can see in the quality, column quality under the view option. Okay, if you go for the column distribution, so then select the table and select the column distribution, it will show you how many distinct values are there, how many unique values are there, everything you can see. For example, in this column, we have 30 distinct values and 29 unique. You know the difference between distinct and unique?
Yes.
Oh, no, distinct will remove duplicates.
Completely different from each other, distinct.
Hmm.
Unique, I don't know.
Unique means it will give only unique value.
Unique is also same norm, see, distinct.
See, for example, we have a row is there where we have 2 US, 5 Canada, 3 India is there. Okay, that means here we have 3 distinct values, right?
Yes.
One is US, one is France, one is India, right?
Mm.
But unique is nothing but it has to be only once. So that means there is no unique values here. See, for example, here, see, there is no unique values. Everything is repeating. Distinct is, even though it's repeating, it considers as one value. So for example, I'll show in Excel for better understanding, okay? Okay, so for example, in this, how many distinct are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? In this, how many unique are there? Only 1 and 2. Because that is only once repeated, only one is there. For example, India also 2 times is there. That means it's not a unique. Unique is only one, Canada.
Okay, uniquely identified. Yes, yes.
Unique is, it should be only once, it should be there in the table, in the row. I mean in the column. So for example, we have this is there.
No,
So
for
that means here we have
example,
2 unique are there.
in the table, only one primary key will be there. Like that, we can consider as a unique.
Yes.
Foreign key, nothing but it is. We can see.
See, for example, we can't consider this as the primary key because duplicates are there.
Yes, yes.
So, for example, we have US, India, Canada, and France. So this is like 4 unique are there. So it's a primary key. So distinct means this is like, 4 distinct is there. In this only 1 unique is there, which is Canada, which is only unique is there. Rest are not unique. You understood the difference, huh? Now?
Yes, yes, yes.
So in this, we have 4 unique are there and 4 distinct are there for this column. Okay. So that we can see in the column distribution. Okay. Next one will be like, rename table names and delete table names. For example, you want to sales name, you want to rename, just remove here and put any name you want here. Okay, or else you want to rename here also, you can double click on this and rename here also, sales 2 or something, you can rename here also. And if you want to remove something from the last, double click on this and remove this region, and you can rename anything on the left side or right side also, you can rename it. And if you don't want any tables, right click and delete it, which I showed you already. So these are the not only the transformations. Like this, we have so many transformations are there, but I showed only the main which are mostly used. Okay, so please practice well. And next session we'll start the data modeling and visualization and DAX. Okay, so next week we'll start with the desktop screen. So now this is only for the Power Query screen. We are done with the first component. We'll go for the second component next week.
Vamshi, can you share me this picture of this Power Query transformation that
You can take a screenshot of this if you want.
Okay.
Okay, please be prepared because before I start next session, I'll ask